Hi scientists, in science we are working on our unit and we learned at the beginning about alchemists who observed disappearing gargoyles. And so we completed an investigation where we found out that substances can change other substances. So the salt and vinegar solution turned a dull copper penny shiny. And so after each investigation that we do, we are going to come to this paper, the Alchemist Argument Evidence. Because at the beginning of the unit, you chose the alchemist that you agree with. And after every investigation, we are going to start to collect evidence. And in the end, we're going to look which of the alchemists has the most evidence so that we can back up the claim. So I'd like for you to get this worksheet from your school folder. So it says it's the Alchemist Argument Evidence. So please go get that from your school folder. You can pause this video, go get the worksheet, and then come back. All right, at the top, it says, after each mystery, add any new evidence that supports an alchemist's claim. Use the evidence to help you support your argument. So as I'm writing, I want you to write on your paper. Eventually, we'll do pages like this on our own, but because this is the first time, I'd like for everybody to follow along with me. So we're working in this first row, so this is a row, where it was our mystery one, are magic potions real? That's where we put the pennies in the different solution, and the salt and vinegar was the solution that turned a dull copper penny shiny. So Hermes' claim says, I think that the stone gets really old, decays, and falls apart. Well, the word decay means that it's dying, decomposing, falling apart. When we dipped the penny into the salt and vinegar solution, we're not quite sure maybe why the dull penny became shiny, but we know that it's not because it's decaying. It's not because of decay. So after our investigation, we are not going to put any evidence in because we did not find any evidence about decaying and falling apart. Robert's claim was, I think that a substance reacts with the stone and turns it into different materials. So what we've learned is that the penny gets clean from the salt and vinegar. Even if you did not agree with Robert, like I'm not saying that Robert is the alchemist, like just because I didn't write anything here for Hermes and I did write something for Robert doesn't automatically mean Robert, because we also have something for Mary and we have something for Zosimos. So in the box in the first row under Robert, please write, the penny gets clean from the salt and vinegar. That's something that we've learned in our investigation that could support Robert's claim. At any time, if you need to pause the video to make sure that you get all of the words, do that. Because the next time that you come to school, I'm going to collect this paper to see that you have written this information. So please make sure that you are writing this information. Next, Mary says, I think that the stone reacts with water and air, which creates rust on top of the stone. Well, we can't confirm that the penny has rust. We do know that the penny has a layer of a dark substance on it. We can't say for sure that it is rust. We can't say that it's not rust, but we do know that the penny has a layer of a dark substance on it. So in this box, right under Mary's claim, please write this evidence. So we have the penny gets clean from the salt and vinegar. The penny has a layer of a dark substance on it. The final claim was Zosimos. I think that water washes over the stone, making it disappear. It doesn't exist anymore. Well, the salt and vinegar did make that dark coating on the penny disappear. We're not quite sure. We're still in the working process of figuring out what is it that's happening when the penny is dipped in the salt and vinegar. But this is evidence that we can add to our chart. The dark coating on the penny disappears. So fifth graders, on your chart, the next time that you come to school, you have the blank box for Hermes, and then you have this information as evidence under Robert, under Mary, and under Zosimos. So please write this. Now here's the most important part. After you write, put this back in your school folder. So as soon as this video is over and you've written all of these words, please put it in your school folder.